Mics are more sensitive, I think, now than they used to be.
And I think we're live.
We're live, and the mics are more sensitive.
We're live at 5:46.
Yeah, a few minutes after
16 minutes past our
what we might
target.
Expect. Yeah,
5:30.
Sometimes you can expect us here right at 5:30 on a Thursday.
I mean, if you're
like
listening
today.
to the podcast, which we have more listeners still on the podcast than on the live stream.
Bless them.
Yeah, but guys, check out our live stream.
Yeah, it's available for
Live
you.
at 5
No pressure, but please,
Monday,
you're welcome.
Is that Thursday? What's today? Thursday night.
Thursday. Days like today are Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Thursdays. One of my favorite gods.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, one of my favorite actors.
Yeah. Is your favorite Hemsworth?
He is my favorite Hemsworth.
Okay.
Yeah, by leaps and bounds, I'm afraid. The other ones are okay, but he is just something special.
Worth his hems in gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's godly in some. I think that the character really. It's one of those perfect matches.
Yeah, I was just rewatching OBS, the Avengers, Infinity War.
Just the two movies.
Well, I'm kind of just watching it in like snippets. Infinity War.
Okay.
And when I just kind of like in between editing, when things are rendering, or just kind of like in between tasks,
Sure.
I'll watch just like a tiny taste of it. Sometimes how you just want to watch a thing that you know is going to be like it's like the equivalent of me wanting to get an Egg McMuffin sometimes.
You've had it so many times.
I know exactly what it's going
to taste like.
Except it's better than an Egg McMuffin. Egg McMuffin is a very specific flavor. Mm-hmm. I would say the Avengers movies, I've noticed more details in them, and I enjoy that.
Yeah, so you're not trying to belittle it by comparing it to fast food.
Yeah, that's a little too...
Martin Scorsese might call it fast food
yeah.
in the kind of media diet.
But you know what? I like a little bit of fast food sometimes. It's fast.
Don't we all?
It's food.
Talking about McDonald's, boy, I love those apple pies. Can't get enough.
Yeah. Sam bought a pie. What kind of pie did you get today?
Strawberry rhubarb.
Engineer
rhubarb.
Sam got a strawberry rhubarb pie. Where'd you get that from? Harmon's?
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. Yeah, a strawberry rhubarb pie is a great pie.
They got me in there with an Amazon return. You guys
Oh.
take your returns now.
You can take them to Whole Foods?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Well, you heard it here first on Crosspod Wordsworth.
Yeah.
Hemsworth.
It's Cross Pie Hemsworth is the name of this podcast, and
we're all about mixing Hemsworth into pie. We put Hemsworth in a lot of pies.
have you ever seen him eat pie?
No, is that a thing he's known to do?
No, I can't think of anyone really eating pie famously, except for Rooney Mara in a Ghost Story.
I didn't see Ghost Story, but I was just thinking of Patrick Warburton eating pie in Men in Black.
Oh, famous pie eating.
Yeah, famous pie eating before he goes to be like wiped as his memory wiped. He's
what kind of pie is it?
Yeah, I don't remember. But he famously says, "Good pie." So
that's nice. Another famous, just real quickly, just to get three out there. Yeah. The third pie scene that comes to mind
pie
for me, that just comes immediately to mind is Kevin Costner, young Kevin Costner, eating a slice of apple pie as he is, well, spoiler alert, about to get kidnapped, kind of.
Oh, so, what movie is this? Or is this just in real life?
No, sorry, it's in Silverado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he plays Jake.
Yeah. I don't remember the pie scene. I do remember him atop like a wagon, and like when the first time you see him, he's like got a team of horses in front of him or something. He's like real young looking.
He's young. He's in that movie. He's a hotshot, like gun. He's gunslinger. He's got a gun on each hip.
He can pull them at the same time.
Oh yeah, real
Double
quick.
Guns.
He does a couple like really classic shots where he backs out of a casino corner.
Yeah.
Or no, not a casino.
It has both guns drawn, and it's like,
and then he kind of eyeballs it, and then
twists his guns and puts them away right before he goes.
Yeah, sure, all that stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
also great on a horse. Reputation is that he's like a great horse rider.
Oh, well,
which Kevin Costner doesn't have that reputation so much anymore. Maybe he does. Unless you're watching Yellowstone.
I'm not. I should be. Should I be?
In that show, he's a horse guy again.
Should I? Which is another way of asking. Should I be paying for another streaming service?
The Paramount Network.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. we do our art section at the end of the podcast.
No, apparently we do it at the beginning.
Well, no, the thing is, I'm watching Yellowstone right now. I'm deep through season 2, and you'll never hear Yellowstone referred to or recommended on the Crosspod Wordcast art section from me.
Because
I don't think it's that good.
Oh.
I think it's problematically bad in ways that, like, it makes me wonder.
Well, see, but you're watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you haven't given up on it.
Yeah.
And here the thing I think is, I will recommend my art section pieces are sometimes things that I am not necessarily proud of.
Yeah, and you're still quarreling with.
I will
the
do
thing.
a lot more guilty pleasure art section
Okay.
shares. I feel like,
Okay.
like I would talked about Doom, that show,
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
Oh yeah,
I gave up on it.
Oh, you did? Because I still haven't watched it. I don't. My HBO Max or that whole thing kind of messed
is your
up my
HBO
my
credit
access.
card maxed out?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Turns out you can run out of money.
These are trying times. These are expensive times.
Well, anyway, so Doom Patrol. I'm sorry that you gave up on it because I was looking forward to watching that, but anyway, whatever.
Yeah. Well,
things disappoint, but you give up on them,
I may
or you
finish
keep
them
watching
later. There's several shows that I watched one episode of, and then people are like, you have to watch. It gets really good. BoJack Horseman, only watched the first episode, gave up on it.
That's worth keeping up at.
That's what I'm told.
The weird thing is how a lot of things are. You go to a Rotten Tomatoes and you see you can go just watch all the best movies that exist by starting from 100 and going down. Yeah. But sometimes the movies that you end up watching, if you go back and look at the score, like if you just let chaos determine what movie or TV show you end up watching. Even if they say it's good and you go back and it seems good, it can be really just lousy. And you might end up missing something really good that might have, because of just the way critics don't like things sometimes.
And things
it might be a
some
40
things
or
don't
50.
age well.
That too.
Yeah.
Right.
They, there's I was listening to Blank Check, our sister show that doesn't know it yet, our brother show, whatever, it's a show,
cousin show.
Yeah, cousin show.
Yeah.
Kiss and cousin show.
Yeah.
It's a show about directors who have massive success early on in their career and then are given a series of blank checks to make whatever kind of passion projects they want. And as Griffin always says, sometimes those checks clear, sometimes they
bounce.
Baby.
Sometimes they bounce, baby.
Yeah, that's me just, echoing their opener. But they were talking about Robert Zemeckis' career right now. They're talking about that they're doing that miniseries about all the Robert Zemeckis movies. And they're on Back to the Future right now.
Yeah.
But there was a movie before that they did called Used Cars, which I still haven't seen.
I haven't either. I've never even heard of it.
But they talk on the show about how apparently they felt like they had to do a scene where a woman's top gets ripped off because the producers at the time wanted a comedy that was very much in that Porky's style, body
right. That's
comedy.
So that was the thing that they thought they had to replicate.
Yeah.
And it became a trend.
And so then now it's like how's that movie going to age with this just just kind of uncharacteristic moment where suddenly there's just a scene
and this is maybe a scene even
before
before ratings had developed to really start structuring or groupings of movies.
Yeah,
because a lot of these movies would be PG-13 from the 80s, and you see them later and you think they can be very eye-popping.
Yeah.
Like Porky's, I don't know. That's probably not. That's probably
I've never
rated
even seen
something.
Porky's.
I don't know what that's rated.
Well, this is actually it's not a movie podcast.
No, it's not.
You'd be confused. This is Crosspod Wordcast.
Hashtag Puzzpod.
Hashtag a Puzzpod.
We solve the New York Times crossword puzzle. Sometimes other crossword puzzles, but we solve it here live
at Sultan Studios.
And we thank Sultan Studios for hosting us here.
Mm-hmm.
During the course of the puzzle, while we're solving it, if there's words we don't know or that we learn, we note those down and we follow up the solution of the puzzle with an etymological pass.
Yeah, we're gonna look it up on the internet.
Yeah, and that can be, and that's never satisfying. I feel like we're just kind of touching the the tip of the iceberg sometimes when we're just doing a quick Google search and returning like the top result or whatever we're doing.
Yeah, we could do better, but we also try and
keep it
go
snappy.
fast. Yeah, you guys haven't noticed that because today we've just gone deep on like 40 different things. We really got our tangent on.
Well, we don't have a guest, as you can see today, so we don't have to
see or
as
hear.
You can see or hear. We haven't, and we're not planning on introducing any guests. Is what we mean to say.
No surprise guests.
So,
that we
Engineer Sam's the only other person we have to worry about.
Producer Sam, Engineer Sam,
producer and
Sam
Engineer Sam. We have to worry about his time, but we don't have to worry about a guest's time where we take their time over long.
Yeah, and our listeners tell us they'll listen.
Yes.
For as long as it takes.
Our listener.
Yeah,
told us one time. Yeah, Aunt Diane. Shout out.
This is a show for our aunts and uncles, really. But
it truly is. Yeah.
You've had your uncle on. I've had my uncle on.
Yes.
I've had my brother on. That episode will come out today later. But
looking forward to it. Looking forward to that one because I didn't. Or do you mean the one?
The live stream. Okay. We did a live stream with him, but
and then there's another episode that you've recorded with him that I haven't even heard.
A special one that we did
that I wasn't participating
at Bear Lake.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was.
So look forward to those in the future. Yeah, to everyone. Yeah.
So today, what are we going to do, David?
Well, we decided that we are going to do. It is Thursday. We usually do a Thursday puzzle, but today we're going to do a Friday puzzle.
Yeah.
Not just any Friday.
Not just.
What Friday are we doing?
We're going to archive dive it.
An archive dive. Hashtag archive dive.
The year that we met, the month that we met.
Yeah, the week that we met.
Yeah.
The Friday of the week that we met.
The Friday of the week we met. We don't even remember necessarily precisely when we met.
Right.
But that was probably it.
It could have been a week later.
Sure.
And maybe that'll be next week's episode.
But we wanted to do a Friday because a Friday's hard, and we want to push ourselves a little bit.
Here's the little peculiar thing is that the day we met might not have been Friday, November 11th from 2011. Yeah, which was 11/11/11. But I do remember that day being 11/11/11. With I was where we were at work when we met. I remember thinking about that day and the sequence of numbers that's all ones.
Yeah.
If you were to remove the 2 and the 0,
Yeah, 1 1 1 1 1 1.
So but
that's fun.
It's not that important. It's not like I'm a numerologist or anything, but it's a fun.
I was bummed to miss that day in Korea because right before that I had lived in South Korea, and they have a day every November 11th. They call it Pepero Day, and Pepero is just is like a treat. It's kind of like a breadstick, like a hard pretzel stick, sweet bread stick.
Okay.
And then you can get them like covered in chocolate. You can get them like all different styles, and they're just basically just like sort of like sweet breadstick treats that you can get. And on Pepero Day, 11/11, because it looks like these little stick treats.
Okay.
And they would give them to their teachers, and they'd give them to their parents. People would give them to each other. There was Pepero all over the place. And I wasn't there for 11/11/11. I'd just come back.
Aha.
I'd started working at the place that we met working.
Mm-hmm.
And so I missed the biggest Pepero Day of all time by missing 11/11/11.
Because they that was a big
that was
deal
gonna
for
be
them.
that was gonna be like the grand
every 100 years.
Pumbaa, yeah. Pepero
Well,
Day.
the other odd thing is that do you know there's a group of people in this world who celebrate corduroy, the fabric.
I didn't know that.
And this fabric, it's considered that day 11/11 is considered to be corduroy day.
Oh yeah, because they're lines.
Because it resembles yeah. And those lines are called. That comes up in the puzzle occasionally. And I wonder if it'll come up in this puzzle. Is what I mean.
What are they called?
They're called whales. WALES.
WALES.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we'll keep a lookout for the whales.
Keep a lookout for the whales.
Go whale
watching. Yeah. That's funny, Daniel.
Yeah.
You're funny.
I've been told. So 11/11/11, we're going to do the puzzle. I'm downloading it now. It's open. It's got a little cross in the middle. I'm going to make sure it's shared to the Apple TV that our viewers can see it.
It's funny. You say it has a cross in the middle. I see that it has an 11 in the middle.
Oh, did I download the wrong day?
I think you may have. It looks like you got October 1st.
Oh, no, November 18th.
November 18th. That's the week after we met, Daniel.
Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey, look at that. That's cute.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
Sam, engineer, producer Sam, can you see it?
Yep.
We're number ones.
The listeners can see that there's 2 numeral 1s
And 2 numero ones.
right next to each other.
Yeah, black squares.
Mm-hmm.
So all the white squares are lining up around those, and then you got little other black squares around.
You know, on occasion you get to see grid art like this, kind of like
it's fun.
where they create an image, and rarely is it this like that looks truly like the
like
number,
a number
11.
Yeah, you can
a lot
do
of times it's like a
you can do
pixelated kind of rough
Yeah, you'll
estimation.
get like a character, the way a Chinese character might resemble
Yeah,
a house.
sure.
Okay.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So should we begin at is there anything else to comment about?
The author, the Crucive Herbalist.
Yeah, did you do it? It's Alex Vratsanos, Vratsanos. Is that a Greek name, Vratsanos?
Probably. Alex Vratsanos, edited by Will Shorts.
Yes, and then so let's jump right into the
Let's do
puzzle,
it.
Daniel.
One across.
3 letters, blank, blank, blank.
Blank scan is the clue. Blank scan.
Okay, it could be a couple different things. Pet scan.
Pet scan could be cat scan.
Could be those 2 things.
Could be.
What if we looked at one down and then it gave us a suggestion for what?
So it could be P followed by 4 blanks, or C followed by 4 blanks,
or maybe even
something else.
MRI scan, or
Maybe.
one down. It's so something followed by 4 blanks.
Year of the first Rose Bowl. Year the first Rose Bowl was played.
Okay.
Year. How do you
do a year in 5 letters?
Right.
And when you think about what year might that have been, like 19?
Yeah, 1940, 30, 50, something.
This is going to be really hard, Daniel. This is a Friday puzzle.
Yeah, and it was a momentous one at that.
Yeah. And this gentleman, Alex
Vratsanos.
we have, or perhaps Lady Alex,
Could be.
has given us already with the first 2. We have
Toughies.
nowhere.
Well, let's look at 2 and 3 down. Those
are really
long.
really long.
Yeah, they span the whole puzzle.
Yeah, 15 characters long, 2 down.
So, 1940 Crosby, Lamore, Hope comedy.
Okay, what do you think?
Um,
Crosby, that's Bing.
Yeah.
Lamore.
Louis.
That's an author that doesn't appear in a lot of Bing Crosby movies that I'm aware of.
Me neither.
But Hope.
Bob. Hope, Bob.
But we don't know about Lamore. Whomever that might be.
Yeah, maybe that is a female that might be in the mix there. They did didn't they do the out of Africa, or they did some
They did Road to Movies, I think.
Yeah, Road to Morocco, Road to. So
Right.
maybe if it's MRI scan, it could be Road to
Did they also do
something.
Oh no, that's Tony Curtis. Did they do so Road to something?
Maybe,
ROAD.
maybe.
Okay.
And then
2.
let's maybe see about 13, or maybe jump to like 23 across. Blank
That
to
should
blank.
that should be interesting.
If it's
Blank
Road
to
to.
blank. Yeah, what's that clue there?
Cousin blank.
Cousin it.
Yeah.
That's ITT,
Yeah.
cousin it.
Famously not spelled like the word it.
Right. So Road 2 feels pretty good for 2 down.
So 1 down is probably going to be a Roman numeral then for the year.
That's right.
But it's funny. I mean, like the football games, the Super Bowls, they number them with numerals, but they're the numbers of the thing itself. That's not the year, right? Super Bowl.
You're right.
It's like Super Bowl 53 or something.
Yeah, but this is saying the year. It's saying the clue says year, so
Yeah.
we have to assume that it's just their tradition. They do
Maybe,
a lot of Roman numerals. They just love their Roman numerals.
Right. So if it's an I, it could also have another I or another I before it. If it's in the 50s, 1,000 is probably going to be MRI.
Yeah.
So we got that. I feel confident.
Yeah, that does feel good because it has to be 1,000. We know it's at least 1,000 years or more after Jesus died.
Yeah. So it could be whatever. If it's it could be like a 50. So like a C, or no, C is 100. What's a 50?
It's going to be hard to know. So it's going to be 900 next, right? So
you're right.
So it'll be.
Maybe it was in 1900. So maybe it's like.
So what's 1,000 minus 100?
Or it would be like.
Is it C?
Isn't
I or C? I yes.
Wouldn't it have to be behind an M though, because it's behind 2000? MCM. Isn't that how they're doing? Okay, let's try and cruise along here because we burnt a lot of time at the beginning. Let's go to the gimme or
it'd be MM, 2 M's, right?
2 M's.
Yeah, sorry, 2 M's, and then it's the C because it's an M minus a C. Is that right?
So then wouldn't it be MCM? Doesn't it come before it? Like for a 4, it's going to be IV.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's look at 13 across and see if it's C or M. Blank O followed by 5 blanks, 13
Okay.
across.
13 across. The clue is it's shown on a topographical map.
It's shown on a topographical map.
C.
Mountains, elevation, inclines. Okay, how about
Grade. It's like steepness. It's like
how about 19 across? Blank D blank blank.
Okay, that clue for 19 across is prefix with matic.
Yeah.
Hyphen. It's
Matic,
hyphen matic.
like automatic.
Yeah. Prismatic. Idiomatic. For
Idiomatic.
example.
IDIO.
IDIO.
Yes.
So it was the third year of whatever decade that happened.
It could be the second year.
Oh, that's right. Second year. Good
Could
point.
be MCMII.
II. Okay.
Okay. So
then idio.
IDIO probably.
Okay. And then what do you think about 3 down or 14 down?
14 down. Blank
Okay.
blank blank O.
Blank blank O for 14 down. The clue is familia member.
Maybe a TO.
Oh yeah, that sounds right to me.
Yeah. An uncle. Like
Yeah.
our uncles that have been on the show.
Yeah, like our uncles.
Yeah.
It is the word uncle.
Yeah.
Now what? Do you like 13
Yeah.
across again? Do you want to remind us? of-
CO blank T blank blank blank.
And that one it's shown on a topographical map. So we have a CO blank T blank
Yeah.
blank blank. I'm sure we know this word. Contour.
Yes. Very good.
Does that seem right to you? CONTOUR.
You are. Yeah, that was the word I was looking around
yes.
for in my head.
Yeah, a topographical map, I think, is one of the most beautiful, infomatic things you can look at and interpret.
Yeah, it's fun to see like hiking maps that show, like with the rings around mountains and things, kind of shows you the contour that way. Yeah,
And how far the rings can be from each other and how close they can be to each other. It's.
I wouldn't say I'm like a pro at reading topographical maps, but I could probably figure it out.
Yeah.
Not spend a lot of time doing it.
Well, the great thing about maps is that they have a legend or key.
Yeah.
And you can learn. Yeah, right. John Legend.
Yeah, John Key. 17 across. MA blank I blank blank.
Yeah, that
blank.
is an interesting one. 17. The clue there for fun. It says family members.
Oh, just like
but not in Spanish this time.
familia member, and this is now family members.
Family members. MA blank I blank blank blank.
I don't know. You got anything? Maybe ending in S.
I don't.
Let's look at 3 down because we got quite a few letters on that.
Okay, IN blank IT, and then we have
Like
10
10
blanks after that. Yeah.
Irregularly.
Irregularly.
Intermittently.
Oh yeah.
Inter.
Idio.
It is right though. Cousin it is definitely it.
Could idio be spelled IDEO?
It could, but then it'd be like into to.
Okay, irregularly in. Okay,
It could be in blank another word. It irregularly in
bite size pieces.
Does that fit?
No, I don't.
It might imbite. ITE size.
No.
Oh, I messed up.
So then if that were true, it'd be MABI blank 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 for family members.
In bite size. You're right. Okay, so let's do 26 across. Maybe
26 across is O blank blank.
the clue is Bicon Espionage Org.
That's the OSS.
Yeah, that was.
The precursor to the CIA.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You know this because
if you've seen The Good Shepherd, Robert De Niro's movie directorial
couldn't get through the whole thing.
Well,
I don't give up on a lot of movies either.
Okay.
That was Robert De Niro directed it, right?
He directed it. One of the few movies that I can think of that he's directed.
Yeah, few and only. Okay, well, OSS, 27 down, S followed by 5 blanks.
And the clue there is recuse oneself from, say.
step back, step off, recuse myself from,
Say.
say. So not maybe a court case, say,
Right.
but like
Slough.
yeah.
No, that wouldn't fit.
Yeah, is that
fit.
widely used? Is like we use that here in Utah
it's
to be
jargony.
Like to ditch school.
When you say we, you're not including me.
Well, no, me, because we're in Utah, so me and everyone around me,
Right.
which it does include you.
No, I don't say
but
slough.
not when you're in high school.
No, I still don't say it either.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
guess
you don't say, you said it. I heard it.
I said you're right.
Yeah,
you got me there.
yeah. Okay. Well, let's see if we can crush maybe blank-o blank for
Blank
four
blank
down.
for 4 down. Okay, that's the clue here. It might make you jump.
It might make you jump. Ants in your pants. Jump. It might make you jump. Pop.
Pop. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
what about
okay.
5 and 6 down? We don't
Yeah,
have
long
much to
ones
go with,
there.
but it's blank you, and then maybe 9 blanks.
Yeah, 5 down. The clue is Rotary Club members.
I don't know anything about the Rotary Club.
It's like a
really.
professional organization. People meet up and clean up highways, I guess. And they have like dinners and stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, they probably don't clean up the highways. They probably just give a little money.
And they
towards
only
it.
have rotary
It's
phones.
like a networking style organization.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's probably a bit out of, popularity these days. It's like LinkedIn, but before LinkedIn.
Yeah, pre-LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like if LinkedIn got together and like gave each other awards and stuff. Okay, so it could be any number of professional type of
It does
things or
feel
people.
like that. Yeah.
Maybe 6 down, blank R followed by 13 blanks.
And that clue is outlawing.
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 Outlawing. Okay, don't know.
And when it could be like prohibiting, or
Mhm.
PROBIH.
Don't
That's
think
not
it
enough letters.
Okay, the 17 across again. MA blank I blank blank blank. Family members. Might end with an S.
Uh-huh.
So then the 6 down of outlawing could be blank RS.
Do you know how like
Or
their scientific categories they have phylum,
Mhm.
genus,
Family,
or
yeah.
whatever, what's inside a family?
Familia members. Species.
Species.
Yeah. Outlawing. What does that have to do with the?
Family members. So a member of a family would be like a phylum or a.
Oh, you're looking at 17 across. I was thinking again about outlawing. 6
Oh, I'm
down.
sorry. I
Okay,
thought you
family
were talking
members.
about
You're right.
family members.
Species, or they have also. There's like variants within a species. Gosh.
So what about? There's not a lot we can do really.
Yeah. In bits, could it be in bits irregularly? In
bits
fits and
pieces.
starts.
In fits. Oh, that's so good. Oh, mafia. It's a mafia something. Mafia. Mafioso.
Mafioso.
In fits and starts, Daniel. That is great work.
Yeah, I do
getting
great
us-
work intermittently.
And and fits and starts. Well, you're getting us deep into the.
Could it be mafiosa?
Oh, good point. Thank you for
Yeah.
your gender sensitivity,
Yeah.
Daniel.
Just think about it.
Mafiosa.
She'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
Okay.
4 down again. Blank, blank O.
Blank.
It might make you jump.
Blank OO.
Blank OO. Yeah, it might make you jump.
Might make you jump. Blank OO.
Moo.
Roo.
Roo? It might make you jump.
A kangaroo.
But why would it make you jump?
It wouldn't make. You're right. It wouldn't make me jump. Now that I think about it carefully.
Roo.
Roo.
Zoo.
Okay. A B. Boo. How about boo?
Boo. Nice.
Now we got 4 across. It's B blank blank there. And people might wonder why we usually try to build off of what we already have, and we're feeling a little bit stuck because we're having trouble finding places to build that we haven't already. So
Yeah.
we'll have to
now
go
we
into
can go
blank
in
territory.
fits and starts. We can go down there.
Oh, we got a lot of fits and starts
Yeah.
access there. Okay, but should we do 4 across
Yeah.
first here?
B blank
B
blank.
blank blank. Yeah.
Media initials, abbreviated though.
Oh.
Media initials since 1927. BBC?
BBC 1927.
Yeah, that
Okay.
fits with the CR
Yeah.
and then CRO, CRA
Yeah.
for outlying.
Business. Business is something that you liked. 5 down. Business people.
Well, yeah,
Rotary Club members.
businessmen.
Business folk. Let's see what fits. Yeah, you're probably
Businessmen fits.
about businessmen. You
That's
can't be a businesswoman and go.
No. Not in 2011.
Oh, not in back in
Don't
2011.
you remember?
It's hard to remember that far back.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've known you for my
I was
whole
so
life.
distracted. We were. I just wasn't paying attention because we were getting to know each other.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and we were busy being kind of oppressed by a masculine kind of
Culture.
overwhelming masculine
Businessmen.
overculture. Yeah, right. Well, never more.
Nope.
Okay, CRO and then like 12 blanks for 6 down.
Yeah. I left the O out thinking it could be an A.
Because that's just it's not going to be the
No,
case.
you're right.
Back in 2011, remember?
Yeah, mafiosos and businessmen. This is all we're dealing with.
These days, of course, it might be mafioso
Mafiosa.
because so much has changed.
Not mafioso.
Yeah, right.
20 across, I blank, 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 blank.
Oh, I thought we were going to do 6 down.
Well, I don't know it. Do you know it?
Oh, outlying.
Yeah.
Now we have CRO.
We already saw outlying. Didn't you already see this?
Yeah, but I was trying to
CRO.
remind myself and the listeners what the clue was.
Outlying.
Outlying.
Cropping off. Crowing.
Crowd. Yeah,
Crowding out.
You're
Let's
right.
do the 20
Yeah,
across.
20 across. I and then 4 blanks.
Google search subject.
Object.
Excuse me, object.
Those are direct
No,
opposites
I
from
know.
each other, so it's
Yeah.
important to clarify. What is that? Image?
Yeah.
Image.
Yep.
AGE.
Yeah. So Chrome now for outline.
Cro-Magnon.
Yeah, Cro-Magnon Manning.
No, that doesn't seem
Yeah.
right. Why would you outlaw that?
No. It's in a little bit in all of us.
24 across maybe?
And blank.
Yeah, that clue is well done.
Yeah,
in
like
quotes.
the way I like a steak. No, just kidding.
No, well,
Rare.
it's what you tell
It's what you tell a waiter.
Yeah, waiter. Well done.
Yes.
With an exclamation point.
Yeah.
Which without the exclamation point,
Yeah.
it might not
I
get
just
across.
tell them once when I get my steak. I just say, well done.
And they say thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Do you think so? N blank. Do you think it's nice
Yeah.
or neat?
Oh, it was in
neat?
quotes. Like you're right.
Yeah.
Nice looks good for the letters. Neat would look okay.
Neat.
Chromey for outline.
CROMI. Crime. It's got to be mafiosi. That's a plural, and we didn't realize
right.
it. Family members, mafiosi. When we should have just known that.
Outline. Criminalizing.
Oh, criminalizing.
No, criminalize.
Criminalization.
Zation.
Criminalize. Is that a thing? Criminalization? That's a little much.
Outlying. The outlying of a substance. The
criminalization
of a
Yeah, not the
substance.
criminalize. Not the criminalization.
Criminalization.
Criminalization. Okay.
Okay.
It's in there and it fits.
Yeah.
It looks great. What do we have? Next year? 28 across or 21 down?
Yeah, remember back in 2011, things were being criminalized.
More than now?
Well, they weren't being decriminalized like they are now. Yeah.
Oh, things are being decriminalized now,
Yeah.
but not as much as you might expect.
No.
My life doesn't feel much more decriminalized. You still can't go faster
like a
than
smooth
the
criminal?
speed. You have to follow the speed limit, right?
Sure.
So
You drive places?
just here today, I did.
Yeah.
In fact,
Okay.
on occasion,
Yeah.
in fits and starts.
Sure. With all the businessmen, you got to see 28 across, EN blank, blank, blank.
Okie dokie. The clue there is biology div period, which is like
division of biology.
Division.
An enzyme, an endocrine, endo. Do you want to try 21 down? See if we can get
I
that
like
one?
the idea of 21 down because it'll help us with
Yeah.
the rest of the acrosses. So that's got AC.
Followed
and then
by 7 blanks.
7 blanks. What's that clue?
It's not a dream.
It's not a dream. Actuality.
Actuality. Nice, David.
Is
fits.
it not a dream though? I mean, do
Yeah.
we know that yet?
I mean, no.
No.
It's more likely that it's. I mean, is a simulation a dream?
I don't think so. So is it a dream? Is it a simulation? Those are 2 other options. Then,
Isn't a dream a simulation?
no.
Okay. Cool. So 28 again. ENT blank blank biology division.
ENT blank blank. Biology.
Abbreviated.
Entol.
Entology.
Entology.
How about I'm liking
ent-
it. I'm liking actuality for all those other letters that it gives us for
Well, let's see what it does give us because we got 32 across there. SAU blank blank.
hotspot. Saute. Sauce.
Hot spot.
Hotspot.
Sauce.
Sauce.
Hot-
Yeah.
on your spaghetti noodles.
Yeah.
Hot spot.
Little hot sauce.
It's
Well, you got
not
a favorite hot sauce?
usually. Hot spot. I was thinking of like marinara, like hot sauce.
Yeah.
Like hot spot of like sauce.
Yeah.
On-
Sure. Do you think it could be wrong? Maybe we're wrong.
Could be wrong. Could
What
be
else?
saute.
Hot spot.
Could be sauna,
You're right. It's
which is more down. Yeah, makes more sense.
okay. So 36 across. SLA blink blink.
That clue is denigrates in British slang.
Slams. Slags.
Slags.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Slag me off.
Right. Don't do that to British people.
Yeah.
I don't mind if you
taking
do
the
it to me
piss?
because no, I'm not taking a piss.
Okay.
The piss.
The piss.
The piss.
Don't take the piss.
The piss. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't.
Okay. Good. Good. Don't leave
Thank
it.
you.
Leave
Thank
it
you
be.
for warning me though, because these
Just talked to a British friend of mine
Mm-hmm.
that I invited on the show.
A remote.
It'll be a remote. Well, he lives in
guest?
Toronto now.
Oh, that's
but
still
we
remote. Yeah.
met when we were living in England. He is
Uh-huh.
English.
Good.
Yeah, he's an Englishman.
And
He's a businessman. He's an Englishman. No, he's a man.
Who did he? Is
Blossom.
he an Englishman
He's a-
who went up a mountain and came down a hill,
Probably.
or with
Yeah.
the other way around?
Yeah.
Do you know? So he's going to be a guest remotely. He does the New York Times as an Englishman.
No, he said he'd been a bit out of practice, but he's
Ah.
the friend that when I was there, we would occasionally do
Okay.
cryptic crosswords in the Guardian's cryptic crossword, which is a whole
Yeah.
other level of different. It's different
Right.
than a crossword puzzle.
And it's probably even a little harder than the cryptics you can do that are in the States.
It was certainly harder for me.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
Well, I'm looking forward to having him
Yeah,
on the
he's
show.
he's a man of words.
Any wordsmiths, word people out
Yeah.
there who also want to be guests on our show, you can check us out. Gmail us at
Crosspodwordcast@gmail.com.
and that's how you can let us know that you'd be interested in being a remote guest. We would welcome someone who has interest in the puzzle.
Yeah, we would welcome them.
Yeah.
Okay, where should we go? 39 across. MIL blink blank.
MIL blank blank. The clue is things gotten with a credit card often.
Milks, milfs,
Miles.
miles.
Do you get miles with a credit card?
Mm-hmm. Like on a Sky Miles.
Oh, right. You do get miles.
Okay, 42 across. Easy eye blank blank.
That clue, publication that clicks with readers.
E-zine.
E-zine. Click of the mouse,
Yeah.
my friend, my dear boy.
Yeah. That feels oddly dated.
E-zine.
Uniquely dated.
Yeah.
It feels like an e-zine is not a terminology that we would use today.
It is something that we don't use very much today, but I also think it wasn't something that they used very much back then. It's just something that is a word that they can use in a puzzle, and I don't think this one represents necessarily how everybody talked in 2011. Were you looking at e-zines in 2011?
No,
Maybe that was like 2008 or 2006.
I guess. But it feels like zines had a moment, and then
could
it feels
still be
like
going.
e-zines. Yeah, maybe. Sure, I'm sure they are. It's just whether they're having a moment or not.
Moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment
Just a
might
moment.
have passed.
Yeah.
But
All right. Well, let's do. Why don't we try and get like 7 down, and then we could play True Clue game with a couple of things.
okay, that might be nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's just finish 45 across. It feels like a little bit like we did everything but one.
But we didn't get 28 across yet.
Yeah.
ENT
no, we
biology
didn't, but we at
division.
least tried it.
Yeah.
Dan-
Okay. So
Daniel.
that'll find. It'll give us a clue.
Yeah. It'll,
45 across. NAT blank blank.
yeah, and that clue is buttocks.
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 NAT blank blank. Nat.
NAT blank blank.
Yeah. Could business?
Oh, could businessmen be wrong?
Could businessmen be wrong? And Miles
No.
is right. And
No, Miles is
E-zine
good.
is right.
E-zine is right. Yeah.
Okay. How about true? Should we True Clue it up with 49 across?
Okay, TY blank.
Yeah.
The True Clue game is where we have. We don't have a guest to explain this to, but some new listener might not know that when we come across a word in the grid that has only one letter left, we try to Daniel and I and the guest sometimes try to invent a clue that could be the clue that gets us to
a true
right answer.
to the right answer
Based on the letters that are here right now, TY blank, and we're not
TY
looking.
blank, yeah.
We're not looking at the clue right now. We're just going to invent one and see if we can get it right.
Yeah.
And just guess if we can get the true clue.
Yeah. I don't have a lot for that. TY blank.
TY blank.
TY could be like.
I'm going to say.
No rush in text speak.
Take your time. TYT.
Yeah, maybe. That
okay.
doesn't even seem like a thing. I just kind of assume that's a thing.
There's a young actor. I think his name is, it's like actor blank Sheridan.
Oh, Ty, Tye. Isn't there a Ty Diggs too, or is that
Tay Diggs? Taye.
Yeah,
so it's going to
but
close.
Ty Sheridan. Okay,
Ty Sheridan.
That's probably right.
And though people with the name Ty sometimes, like Ty Burrell, famous Salt Lake City, Ty Burrell.
T-Y.
Yeah, a T-Y,
yeah,
no E.
Yeah, no E.
So any other guesses? And producer Sam, anything? No?
Negatory.
So let's go ahead and see the true
clue
clue.
time. Norse equivalent of Mars.
Tyr.
Tyr.
I do believe it's Tyr.
Oh, David.
Tyr.
You got that without any. You knew that. You should have known.
And I could be wrong.
But you had a nice tie. Tye. That was a good poll too. So.
Yeah, Ty. Yeah,
I just felt like I didn't have anything to pull.
I'm pretty sure it's Tyr. It could be. I mean, do you have any other proposals other than R? No. We were talking about Thor
let's
earlier.
try 29 down then.
29 down.
Blank A-S-S-E.
That's an interesting one for sure. Let's look at that clue. Some services. So plural.
Yeah, definitely
the other
ending
one was
ES.
Yeah, because buttocks is plural too.
Yeah.
Some services.
Some services. Gases. Masses. Passes. Masses. Some services. Church mass.
Church masses. Good work, Daniel. Entomology. Yeah, that's good. Entim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Entim. Okay, that's a weird G-E-I-N-G.
7 down. Yeah, 7 down's looking real interesting. Let's take a look.
Time to look at 7 down. It's got blank, blank, blank. G-E-I-N-G-E-N blank R. Blank, blank, blank. It's a lot.
Yeah. Medical bigwigs.
Medical bigwigs.
I wonder if that I in Tim is wrong. Maybe it's a.
I entomology. Oh, like entomology with an E.
Well, no, the I is probably because it's
like
something
a gerund,
yeah.
right?
Something in generals. Medical bigwigs.
Oh.
Image.
Nates.
Generals, like surgeon generals.
Surgeon generals. Yeah, that's pretty good.
S-U-R.
Okay, I'll put in general if you like that. Generals.
Yeah.
Medical bigwigs.
Surgeon generals.
Surgeon. So what do we have? Nice spelled wrong?
It was no. Nice is right. It's entom. E-N-T-O.
Entom. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Entomology. We should entom, and that is what, study of insects.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We'll probably look that up for our
etymological pass. The EP.
So 7 across. Blank S blank blank. Excuse me.
S blank blank. The clue there: music genre of the mighty mighty bass tones.
Ska, brah.
S-K-A.
Yeah, ska.
Ska, bro. Bro is not part of the answer.
No, that was just my part of my answer.
And now we have K blank blank E for that 8 down, Daniel.
Place for a pad.
You put a pad on
over under.
A pad goes on
a place for a pad.
K blank blank.
Where?
E.
What about like a bachelor pad? Place for a bachelor pad, or what about a lily pad?
Yeah,
what about
the only word that looks like it'll fit there is like kale.
Right.
I can't imagine that kale.
No,
is
that
right.
doesn't look good. 9 down. A blank blank.
Oh, that's a gimme. It's a 3-letter answer. Come on, what's the clue?
Wanted letters.
AKA.
AKA.
Because oftentimes people go by different names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are also known as
people who are criminals. Go by lots of different. Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's 15 across. U blank K blank 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 blank.
That clue is disheveled.
Unkempt.
Good
That's
word.
That's a fun word. Yeah.
Good pronunciation there, Daniel.
K-E-M-P-T.
K-E-M-P-T.
You don't see a lot of that letter line up.
M-P-T?
M-P-T.
Empty.
Tempt.
Empty. Kempt. Tempt. Empty. I think those are the only kind of...
Yeah, tempt, kempt, empty.
Berempt. No, that's bereft.
Yeah.
Torment. No, those are different. Those are different.
Well, there's at least there's 3. That's nice.
Now we have KN blank E. The word knee looks like
Place for a pad.
the
knee
word
pad,
place for a pad. Yeah.
Okay, so 18 across. REA blank 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 blank.
That clue, parents, comma, EG.
My parents are examples of realtor.
Yeah,
they're a
a
realtor.
lot of them.
Yeah,
It turns out if you own a house, you're a realtor.
Yeah.
A lot
A
of parents own
realtor.
houses. Well, that still doesn't feel right, though, because
no,
what
parents.
about the parents that aren't realtors?
Yeah, Reagans.
Parents are examples of Reagans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, real Reaganites.
That's a tough clue. What about 12?
12 down.
12
blank
down.
T, blank,
yeah.
blank, blank.
That clue is befuddled.
Oh, I'm a bit befuddled. I'm
Stuck.
stuck.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, that could be right.
Befuddled. Can we see if 10 across ends in an S?
Yeah, blank, blank, maybe S.
And that clue, solid rock center?
Or solid rock center.
Or I was thinking of like MSG, but that wouldn't be right. Solid rock, yeah.
You like that?
I like that. Or solid rock center.
O-R-E.
E.
So the befuddled, E-T blank, blank, blank. Is that right?
Befuddled. E-T blank, blank, blank.
How about 10 and 11 down? They're long ones.
Oh, boy.
Good luck.
Yeah, indeed they are. We got for 10 down, it's OM and then 13 blanks.
Carnegie Hall debut of 1928 with Anne.
With Anne.
With Anne. So the answer is going to be blank. So it's definitely going to start with a vowel. And it
does with or. If we like or.
If we like or.
No other vowel looks good there anyway.
I don't love or for 11 down.
Okay, so what other vowels could be there? Like O, E, U, A.
Yep.
Sometimes Y?
Sometimes. Rarely. So in this case, it would be O blanky, or if it's not or, then it's going to be like something. It's
I feel like solid rock center.
Let's look at 12
or.
down.
12. Indeed, we already looked at 12 down.
11.
11 down. Finally, we get to 11 down.
Yeah.
Or looks weird. That does look weird.
Yeah. So blank P followed by 13 blanks.
Because or is wrong, we're saying.
Probably.
I'm going to do like you do, Daniel, and I'm going to clear it out and not have it in there. So I have blank P and then followed by 13 blanks. Yeah.
Building safety feature. Protection, building safety feature, like a railing,
Mm-hmm.
like a arm, like a bulletproof glass. Like it's a big safety
escape feature. Like an escape, fire escape.
Fire escape. All right. Well, let's let that be. Let's jump over to the bottom left.
Okay, back over to we didn't really look at like 31.
Middle.
31 down, middle left.
Yeah, let's
center left. Okay,
31 across.
Blank blank A blank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Morales of Gun Hill Road. SI.
I think that's right. That's a crossword actor.
One of the few Morales that I know.
I don't know if I've ever seen this actor's movies or
SI Morales
or performances.
He's in some TV shows that I know you've seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in the first season of Ozark.
I've seen Ozark. You've got me there. So who is he in that?
He's the spoiler alert.
Okay.
He is the cartel representative, top one in the U.S., who gets killed at the end of the first season. Gets killed by the poppy growers.
Pretty young.
He's not young.
Oh.
He's middle-aged.
Okay.
I knew him first, recognized him in a recurring role in Caprica.
A television program
prequel
I have not seen.
In the Battlestar
Galactica universe. Yeah, sounds interesting.
I highly recommend it.
Oh, Caprica.
Okay, so 31 down, E blank blank.
Okay, that's the clue. Layer of green eggs.
Don't know that.
I think I know what that is.
Is it an emu?
Oh, it might be an emu. Oh, let's do that.
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say an. No, I think emu's right. So for the record, I was gonna say EFT, EFT. The
like
other word for a newt.
A newt, yeah.
But let's see what we do have for 35 across to see how that M blank N blank, that M from emu is going to
Suppose it could be F from F.
Oh, suppose not though. I don't think.
Philadelphia landmark.
Oh, do they have like a menu there?
Yeah, famous landmark, a menu, famous menu.
A mink, a monk.
Monk. What if it was an F?
A fund.
Well, what do you know? There's a bell.
We do know, everybody knows about the bell in Philadelphia. There's the Rocky statue. Everybody knows about that.
And it's at a museum.
And then there's the steps. Those are pretty big deals.
They have a love statue.
They have a love statue. I didn't know about that, but that's interesting to learn about.
Yeah.
And then there's always the sun, because that's kind of like a feature, like a landmark. It's always sunny. And it's like a landmark.
yeah. You just look up and you're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about 38 across? Presumably U blank D blank.
What U blank D blank?
Yeah. Reverse.
Undo.
Nice. Okay, so road to San, probably for 2 down, that Crosby Lamore Hope comedy. Road to San where did they go? San Marcos, San Sebastian.
I don't think I've seen these movies, any of them.
I don't recall seeing any of them either.
But I
just picture the covers.
They're all like travel. They all go to a different destination. Usually cities countries. Morocco is one of them. So sometimes cities maybe too.
San. I mean, there's a lot of Sans. San Rafael.
Santo could be a couple. Let's kind of build around it. We know that M is right too. So let's do 27. Oh, we already looked at 41 across, right?
Recuse oneself from.
Sit out.
It was
sit out.
Sit out. Nice, David.
SITOUT. Yeah. I mean, I jumped on that just because I couldn't help myself. Now, do we have a true clue game for 41 across, or did you already look at it?
I just looked.
Okay, so we've looked at it. So let's just do it. Blank SU.
Atlanta School, abbreviated, with 30,000 plus students.
That is GSU, Georgia State University.
Yeah.
They kind of
gave
that
to Sang something.
Road to Singapore. That's what
Singapore?
it is. Singapore.
So Mint, the Mint is the landmark.
It's a Philadelphia landmark, and I bet that's true. I mean, that sounds right.
Yeah. And in this case, David, do you think they're talking about Singapore the city, or Singapore the country, or Singapore the region?
It's a city-state, right? So it's a tricky thing. But because I mentioned earlier that it was countries like Morocco,
then
I think maybe in this case it's the state component of the city that they're talking about.
See, and I feel like that they're playing around with like a version of visiting places that's sort of like more of a regional, the visiting places back in the day of things. So, and
visiting just like the general cultural, they don't necessarily film it everywhere there. It's just like the cultural representation of it. We should look up all the places they visited when we do our etymological pass.
Yeah, if we have time.
Okay.
So blank ATT for 44 across.
That is the clue. Carrie Chapman blank.
Yeah, we're skipping the true clue.
Founder of the Is it because we're running a little long now?
Yeah, we're already almost to 7. I mean, we're to we've got we would give ourselves 20 more minutes. But let's see about our producer Sam and how he's doing on the time. He gives us this thumbs up.
So we'll play a few more true clue games.
We'll skip the break today.
We'll skip the break.
Just know that our sponsors are going to not pay for it.
Right. So we'll
gonna pay.
We'll see what we can do this week. Yeah, we'll pay for it. Yeah.
Blank ATT. Carrie Chapman blank, founder of the League of Women Voters. I don't know.
What? The W seems like the right answer, but I don't know that for sure.
I don't know either. 48 across. Blank PA.
Are you looking at it? Are we doing the true clue game?
True clue game. I didn't look.
Blank PA.
Could be grade. It could be excuse me. I said part of it.
I'm going to do it. Tap option.
IPA.
For short.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
You. It is a good one. It's a tasty one.
I'm going to do the renowned professional organization. Oh, you're drinking a GPA. What is that?
It's a German pale ale.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. I might have to drink that for my next one. I'm drinking an amber lager. We're both drinking from Bohemian Lagers, which is a Midvale, Utah brewery. Our neighbors here.
Kind of a Czech and German brewery. They have great beers and a great food menu if you go to the brewery. And they've done in the past. The Bohemian Brewery has supported for a long time. They've done a lot to support the Salt Lake Film Society. So I have a bit of fondness in my heart for them.
Thank you. All right. Well, let's see the True Clue 48 across. World War II rationing org. WPA. Yeah.
Is that they did rationing too?
Yeah, probably. So then that's interesting because 44 down.
WW.
Blank, blank, blank.
We don't know that. We don't know about.
Flat ones are not good. Is the clue. WW blank, blank, blank.
I think those W's might be wrong.
Okay. W blank, 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 blank. Flat ones are not good.
What's not good that's flat?
The world.
The world. Yeah. The tires. That
Right.
doesn't fit.
Weeds.
Plural. Something. Weeds.
Flat ones.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll just not know that for a moment, and we'll skip over to 51 across.
Okay. Blank OR blank, blank, blank I.
That clue: female charmer of myth.
Portini female charmer.
A female charmer of myth.
Yeah.
Remember the sirens or something that come to mind.
Yeah.
But this isn't
A
like
specific
this
one.
is a name.
Probably.
It seems like a name.
name.
Well, maybe we'll move over to what 59 across.
Blank RT blank, blank, blank O.
That clue: Rockefeller Center is built in it.
Rockefeller Center is built in it.
It's in like a city block in New York City.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that where that's where like NBC's headquarters are famously?
Right.
Rockefeller.
Yeah, Rockefeller. That's where
Rockefeller Center.
Tina Fey and
Art
and all that happens.
Deco. Oh, yeah,
Art
the style
Deco.
of the
It's
building.
built in a style of Art Deco. Great
Yeah.
work, Daniel.
Thank you.
Now
Let's do 61 across,
Ooh,
and then we
just-
can play the game.
we can play it 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Now we have
If we
for
get
that blank ES blank 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 N
Meeting.
session.
That's
going to be helpful with the S's
real nice there.
and the I. Okay. Oh wait, is that right? ION. Okay. Now
So 52 down without looking. Blank DS.
blank DS. Okay.
You might need them to get a drink.
IDs.
Yeah.
Okay. Blank DS. Spots.
Ads.
Ads.
True clue time. Glamour types for short.
Glamour types for short. Blank DS.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Glamour types. IDs. ODs.
Don't know.
Yeah, those glamour types are always ODing.
ODs. Oh, that's not fun for them. What about 53 down? We move on to or do we do the true clue reveal? Oh, we already did that.
We did
so
that.
we just don't know
Glamour
the
types
answer.
for sure. We don't know. Yeah. So we 53 down. Blank EI.
Yeah, we can play the true clue,
Yeah.
clue game here. Blank EI. What do you think?
Famous. Let's see. Renowned outdoor retail. Renowned outdoor supplier.
REI.
Yeah.
They're also famous
For sure.
to me. I think of them as being super famous. That's a good one, and it almost makes it so good that I can't think of a better one.
It might be it put around your neck when you get.
A lay, LEI.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah.
one. Thanks for helping me out there.
I'll
The
steal
true clue time for 53 down.
Gift on a string.
It's a lay.
Yeah,
That's nice work, Daniel.
Yeah, I'll take your. I'll
Yeah,
take
you
that
can
point.
take that point. I'll give it
thanks.
to you. Now, blank CO for what? I don't want to look at the
Yeah.
number because it's sitting there.
Yeah, blank CO 54 down.
54 down. Blank CO.
Blank CO. It could be
A low rank soldier abbreviated.
NCO non-com.
Or is that high rank soldier?
It's a non-commissioned officer, so that's
Yeah.
low ranking.
Okay.
It could be Psi division. SCI period division.
Oh, science division. Okay. Oh, eco.
Yeah.
Ecology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be e-call. The thing I should have did was like lead into smart,
Oh.
sort of like what do you call it? Like
Prefix.
efficiency.
Oh.
Efficiency speak in ad speak or something like that.
Yeah. Eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 54 down. True clue time. Prefix with car.
Eco.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That's what you were thinking.
Yep.
Okay.
So we already see 51 across. Female character, charmer of myth.
Is it Lorelei?
That sounds about right.
So then that has a blank LAS for flat ones are not good.
Wallas. Wolos.
Flat.
Wolas. Flat ones are not good.
We might not get that.
Maybe Watt's not right.
Yeah, Watt doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Maybe the second W is better.
Hula. Maybe
flat ones are not good. Flat pancake. Those are good.
Yeah, I love a flat pancake.
But
maybe session
glamour types.
Yeah, glamour types.
Is that an ad? A glamour type is an ad, like a.
I don't know about it.
Like a glamour magazine has types, and then those are called ads or something like that.
I don't know. Let's move on. Let's see what we can do to 55, 60, and 62 across.
Okay, we got A followed by 6 blanks for 55 across.
Montana neighbor.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing next to Montana. Is it Alberta?
Yeah, I like that.
Canada?
I'll take it. I do know that it's neighbor with Canada, and Alberta seems like it's in the middle. Montana's in the middle.
Yeah, seems about right.
Yeah.
And I know they both have Glacier National Park and Banff.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you didn't have borders, it would be one big park, I think.
Yeah. I think I know 60 across too, and then we can true clue it up. L followed by 6 blanks.
That clue is more rich as soil.
I think it's loamier.
That sounds right. It's a very...
It's a weird word.
A word that
you
doesn't
wouldn't
get
think,
used
you
a
wouldn't
lot.
think that it was, yeah. Okay, so 56 down. L-O blank.
L-O blank.
True clue. Could be.
Yes.
Toss.
L-O, lob. Okay, that's a pretty good clue.
Thanks. But probably not for 62 across SB. That'd be bad.
It could be parking space.
Lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, true clue time.
Yes, for 56
L-O blank.
down. L-O blank. Blank sit. Footnote abbreviation. Blank CIT dot. I don't know.
I don't know that either. Okay, 57 down. B-A blank.
B-A blank. That true clue game brings us to what clues?
Blank man.
Batman.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I can't think of it as like one word.
Sure.
But maybe your blank includes the
word.
spacelessness
Yeah.
of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Blank diddy blank da ba da ba. Oh wait, no, I messed it up. Blank with the
Ba with the dang.
diddy. Yeah, I was
That's. You think that's it?
That was my clue. Yeah. So
Yeah.
blank with the blank da.
Ba. Is it?
Yeah, ba.
B-A-A. Okay, great.
Or B-A-H, or I don't know.
True clue time. Dickensian cry. Oh, David.
Ba humbug.
Humbug.
That's
Nice.
pretty good. That's
Three
pretty
quarters.
fun.
We're 3/4 done.
Good for us. 3
Okay,
quarters
let's
done.
keep going.
Okay, the
58
clue
down.
EM for true clue game. EM blank.
Uh,
We already have emu in there, so it can't be in there twice. Remember,
true.
clue game.
Okay, it could be. It could be. I don't know.
It could be. Profession, ambulance
EMT.
profession abbreviated.
Yeah,
EMT.
that's all it could be.
Okay, that's all it could be. Let's see what the true clue is for 58 down.
Oh, record label
initials
abbreviated.
EMI. It
Yeah,
could have been
EMI.
that, and we didn't guess it, so shame on us.
Shame.
62 across. Did we already look at that?
56 down again.
Oh, we already looked at that.
Vote
Blank
citation.
sit.
Okay, yeah, 62 across. Blank S blank, excuse me, S blank H I blank blank blank.
Yeah, and that is going to end in an S, we think. So like, break. The clue is
Breaks.
breaks. Sorry, I didn't say the clue.
Breaks.
So we think that the other one is So what do you think? Breaks. Schisms.
Schisms.
So loc. Schism. So that's funny because breaks, I thought it was going to be at first a verb, but it was a noun.
Yeah.
Can schism be a verb? It can be a verb. Oh, it schismed all over the place.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
Okay. 47
The
down.
verb of schisms.
Yeah, schisms.
40. What did you say? 47 down?
Blank blank ARS.
The clue there, wrangles with, and with is in parentheses.
Wrangles with. Wars with. Spars with.
Spars with. That's good
Yeah.
stuff. We can do now 50 across. Blank blank P.
Yeah, the clue there is death on the Nile cause.
Oh, that's an asp.
Yeah, I don't know why it's a
It's a pun. It's a pun because
'cause
there's an
Death
actual
on the
book
Nile.
called Death on the Nile.
Gotcha.
Or Murder on the Nile.
Yeah, probably had Bob Hope in it.
Yeah.
On the road to
probably
Cairo.
true. On the road to Egypt. On the road to Cairo. Probably Cairo.
Yeah.
Now, it's
46
Death on the
across?
Nile is an Agatha Christie murder mystery.
Oh, okay,
right?
yeah. That
And
sounds
they're
about right.
making a movie about it.
Oh.
It's not they, but
That's got the
Kenneth
Poirot.
Branagh, the Poirot,
Yeah.
Hercule Poirot.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, fun. I never saw Murder on the.
Orient Express.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Should I? Was it good?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, there's an original one that you could watch that's maybe even better.
Yeah.
But both of them are good in weird ways. I think it's fun.
Cool. I'll check it out.
Okay.
46 across. Blank 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 S.
Blank 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 S. The clue is 1974 Gould Sutherland spoof.
Isn't it something about spies or
Gould Sutherland?
yeah. Donald Sutherland.
Donald, yeah, Kiefer's dad.
Elliot.
And Elliot Gould.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gentleman who first played Hawkeye
Oh, I didn't know that.
in the movie MASH.
Yeah.
And Elliot Gould, also one of Ocean's 11
Yeah.
and 12, 13 at
Yeah.
different points. So Elliot Gould and not Kiefer but Donald Sutherland.
They were in some kind of spoof in 1974,
Well, they were in MASH.
but that doesn't fit.
Yeah, that's
As far
right.
as-
It does fit, but it doesn't work with S.
Right.
And actually, I had it wrong. I think Sutherland played Hawkeye.
Oh,
They were both in that.
Oh,
That was
okay,
an
that's
that was an Altman movie,
right.
and so maybe a different Altman movie because those two are in his troupe.
There is a Saltman movie where he's like a
Taps.
Is it Taps? No, he's like a private detective or something.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
a different movie.
Yeah,
That's a different movie. That's a great movie. It's called it's like L.A.
Get someone, isn't it? Get something.
Get
Get
Shorty?
so and so.
No,
It's not Get Shorty.
it's like The Long Kiss
Kiss
Goodnight
Goodnight.
or
That's it.
the long
That's The Long Good Night.
Good Night.
Yeah.
And it's a great movie. And it's got that scene with Elliot Gould in the very beginning where he goes into his
Does
apartment.
Arnold
and his cat-
Schwarzenegger
his
is
cat
in
needs
that?
food.
Has a cameo
Is he?
in that too.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like got his shirt off or something.
That sounds right. But his cat needs food, and it's this kind of, very. It's a good movie. But that one scene is always talked about in cinema circles. I hear it talked about as and you see it in other movies too. Yeah.
You spend a lot of
referenced.
time in cinema circles.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, well, let's maybe try.
I think it
and-
might be Taps first, but
Okay.
but no, Taps is the movie with
that is a spoof.
with Tom Cruise.
Is it? No, that's something like that.
Something else.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's look at 10 and 11 down.
Let's
Did we already see those?
Revisit,
Yeah,
just
revisit.
because we have Carnegie Hall, and it ends in ARIS.
Yeah, so blank M followed by 10 blanks or so, and then ARIS. A Carnegie Hall debut of 1928 with Anne.
Oh, An American in Paris.
Nice, David. An American in Paris. That's a play.
It's a musical, I think.
It's a musical with the movie version of which
With
has
Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire.
Yeah, dancing
Yeah,
his heart
Singing
away.
in the Rain.
And
Oh,
then-
no, just kidding. That's a different one.
With Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire.
And then the reason it was on top of mind for me was not because I have much to say about that movie, but because I had the movie An American Werewolf in London stuck in that had come up recently in this week, And I think that the two titles are related.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah, the American. Yeah, they sort of play off of each
Right.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, let's to apps. Taps is not right then.
No,
blank
no, sir.
P, blank S.
Spice. SPYS? No, that's not
SP,
good. That's
yeah.
not good. Should we do revisit 11 down just
Yeah.
because it has that STEM
Yeah.
at the bottom? A blank P, 10 blanks, then STEM.
Building safety feature. Some kind of system.
Oh, some kind of system.
Yeah, like a
camera.
like a
motion.
like a sprinkler system.
Safety feature is a
Yeah.
fire safety. That's right. Sprinkler system indeed. And
So that makes ASE the solid rock center. ASE.
solid rock center.
Is that like an
Ash.
ending? Oh yeah, maybe it's not ASE. We don't know about that E for sure.
Right.
Solid rock center.
AS.
Huh.
We'll
Blank-
figure that out.
Befuddled. Blank TR blank blank.
Wait.
Befuddled.
Wait. Blank TR. Where's the R come from?
Oh, I don't know where that came from. Blank T blank blank blank. Befuddled. Stuck.
Stump. Okay, let's visit 22 across and 25 across.
Sure,
I think
let's
that'll
do
help
it.
us out quite a bit.
Blank RI blank.
First name in auto racing. The Stig.
Stig.
I was going to say
yeah,
that.
right. Don't know. Aaron. 25 across. Blank IN blank.
Okay, Blake IN blank. The clue is actress Meryl. Meryl being a last name, we imagine.
Yeah.
'cause Meryl Streep is not the
No,
answer to that
Meryl,
question.
it is not.
But what about 30 across blank CK? We could do the true clue game if
Let's
you
do
wanted.
it.
Blank CK.
Could be like terrified cry in brackets.
Ack.
Maybe.
I was going to say, Kathy cartoon strip utterance.
Oh yeah,
Ack.
ack. Right, you're right.
Okay,
Okay,
what's the true
so-
clue time? Blank CK.
Cry of repugnance.
That's like ick.
Yeah, you're right.
Or uck? No.
I
Uck.
Think
no.
it's probably
ick. Yeah, okay.
Let's 33 across. Blank AL blank.
First name in auto racing.
Oh, that's a duplicate. First name in auto racing.
It's a duplicate, and it's like
Duplicate clue.
could be like a first name of a car.
Dupliclue.
Dupliclue. Yeah, we should celebrate any puzzle that
We
does
should.
a dupliclue.
Yeah.
Blank. It could be like the first name of a car, like like cars, like Aston or something. Like could it be
yeah,
like that kind
yeah.
of a first name, or
Yeah.
or could it be like for?
Well, one of them is probably that, and then the other one's probably the name of like a racer.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Mario Andretti.
Yeah.
Danica Patrick.
Yeah.
I've named two racers. Your turn.
Well done.
Chuck Yeager.
Sammy Hagar.
Yes.
37 across.
Blank NE blank.
Over.
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 Over and out. Over and under. Over the limit.
In.
In,
Over.
Over.
On.
All right. How about 40 across?
Blank IR blank.
Yeah. The clue is get beat.
Tire.
Yeah. Tire. Yeah.
Get
tire,
beat.
Tire.
Yeah.
43 across.
Blank NS. I already looked at it there. The clue.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. It could be blanks and outs.
The ins and outs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in this case, the clue is true clue. Star Trek Extra, abbreviated.
Don't know that.
It's an ensign.
Oh yeah, like an
and
ensign.
like
yeah.
the Ensign magazine, but pronounced ensign.
Right. Like a rank, like
Uh-huh.
in the Navy.
Right. Oh,
Okay, blank PSS.
it's like it's going to be Spies. 1974 Gould Sutherland spoof.
Yeah,
Spies.
Spies.
Should we watch that movie?
Didn't I throw
you
that
did
out
say
there
it,
at some
but
point?
we thought maybe Spies would be spelled SPIES.
Right, but no, that's why it's a spoof. Spy.
Of course,
is
that's it. I didn't get it until you said, and you reminded me about the spoof clue.
Yep, spoof clue.
Now, should we revisit 16 downs?
Or 34 down, blank, blank E.
34 down, blank, blank E. Concentration pronoun.
Concentration's
Concentration
in
is in quotes. Concentration pronoun.
She, he,
Why? Yeah, no pronoun looks like it would fit other than she.
right.
But I don't know what concentration is. That like a
Is the game where you like flip cards over and they like match each other? Isn't that concentration?
I don't know that game.
Oh, you don't?
I can never kind of pay attention. I can never kind of focus on it.
Try Adderall.
Show
30.
okay.
16 down. E followed by 3 blanks. Then I blank blank. TES.
That clue wipes out.
Eradicates.
Eradicates. Good stuff. We would like something
love
to
me an
eradicate this
eradication.
this coronavirus.
We've been
that would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Talk about eradication. This puzzle from all these many years ago is right on.
Yeah, it knew ahead of time.
What were you going to say about eradicate?
That we've been eradicating fruit flies.
Oh dear.
Because it's garden harvest season, and we've had a lot of fruit and a lot of vegetables, tomatoes sitting on our counter, and you miss one in a pile for a couple days because we're canning them, so they're sitting there for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. We got one of those zappers. You just press a button and it looks like a tennis racket.
Yeah.
But
I've used those before.
Yeah, the net is.
Have you touched it yet?
No. Is it fun to do?
It's a little zappy.
Oh, okay.
It's a little.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have killed flies up against my body with it before, and that gave me a little zip.
that's a very interesting thing to hear.
Well, they
you
like
say.
to land on you.
Oh,
so
on
it's a
your
good way
body,
to
and so
get them.
you strike it with the racket on your like knee.
I did it on my elbow, or on my arm.
But you didn't feel the shock.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, then there you go.
Yeah, but it would be different to touch it with like your finger.
It would be about the same, I think.
Maybe. Okay, so CAL blank for 33 across, first name in auto racing. Kale. That seems like a name, maybe. Concentration pronoun. Cals. First name, Cals.
What about 37?
ANE blank. Over. Anew.
Anew. Okay. So it's W there.
Concentration pronoun blank. WE.
You. That must be a game where you see the homonyms or
Maybe.
homophones, right?
Probably. I'll put it in.
You. Yeah, like
Actress Meryl. Maybe Dinah.
it's not like someone's in the kitchen with this actress.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah.
Yeah, and then we have 22 across again. ARI blank. That's the first name in auto racing again. ARI blank.
Ari. ARIE maybe. That's Dinah though in befuddled. So befuddled now. Blank T blank blank A. Befuddled.
Oh,
if
that's
Dinah's
not
right.
great.
It doesn't look super
Befuddled.
good. Befuddled.
Befuddled. Blank T. Well, we know 18 across. By the way, it's we've almost solved it completely already here. It's
rearers.
rearers are what parents are
that's what
examples
parents
of.
are. Yeah.
They rear, and so then we have blank TS blank blank.
Befuddled. It's got to be a vowel. Then.
At C. I'm at C. I'm befuddled. Yeah.
At C. Nice.
Yeah, that's good. And then so that solves 10 across. ASA, solid rock center. Solid as a rock.
As a.
Okay, that's
Nice.
dumb. But unkempt rearers, airy is the name of
And then
an
Dinah.
auto racing. So,
Yeah.
and then just because she wasn't maybe kitchen,
Yeah.
maybe Dinah and Airy in the kitchen together.
So
We have two gaps right now, right?
Right down in the bottom left corner, Laura Lie.
I filled that in.
Yeah. Okay. And then flat ones are not good. Blank blank LAS. Blank,
Flat
blank.
ones are not good. What's the thing? I mean, like you want
It's got to be consonant vowel, right?
yes, and we think it's going to be W maybe, right?
Yeah. What other name could cat? KATT maybe. Colas. Colas.
Oh, so colas, yeah, colas.
Oh, flat
sodas,
ones like a
yeah.
soda.
Good call. CO. So then not far
something's
off.
wrong.
Keep trying, it says.
Oh man.
What about Cokes, Art Deco, flat ones are not good. That seems right to me.
Right. Lomier. American in Paris. That's just
This is a tricky thing. I come across this occasionally when I'm doing the puzzle. I've filled in everything, and I think.
You think it
How do you
looks
spell
good?
surgeon? If you were just to spitball it,
surgeon. I mean, I've already got it in my head from having spelled it today. Surgeon.
Okay.
Nice. Atom surgeon. Could it be a U? That's
isn't it
not
surgeons?
right.
Isn't it surgeons general? And here it says surgeon generals. Though
Yeah, but Miles.
it wouldn't
Surgeon
work.
generals.
It wouldn't
That's
work.
why it's bigwigs. Surgeons generals. Surgeon generals. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Montana neighbor, Alberta. I didn't have that right. I fixed that.
Oh.
Lomier though. You also, so that means there's something else. That's a
Yeah,
bummer.
maybe Lorelei is spelled wrong.
Yeah, maybe Lorelei.
Yeah, what
or
glamour types for
Lorelei.
short.
That's it.
What is it?
Lorelei.
Lore?
Yeah,
Lorelei.
with an E.
Okay, congrats. And an hour and 5
Glamour
minutes.
types for short. EDs.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to have time for our EP
No time
today.
for the EP, and
Yeah.
that's fine. Things that are older, if
Yeah,
it's
they don't
older
deserve
than
to be known.
Yeah, we don't need to learn anything
Yeah,
from the past.
Who needs that?
Can you imagine creating that puzzle? Boy. 11. Didn't talk about corduroy though. I'm a little disappointed. No whales mentioned.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were whale watching, and I'd say we had a whale of good time though. It's a large amount because a whale is big.
I would do it again. In fact, I'll do it again next week if you're up for it.
Yeah, I mean, that might blow my whole week getting ready for it. But
well,
that's okay.
hopefully that's not so true, because at some point in an ideal world, we would be doing these every day. Every day the New York Times makes a puzzle, we would be doing a solution on camera. So at some point, 7 days a week is the goal, right, Daniel?
Yeah, we'll blow the whole week.
Yeah, and honestly, if we're doing these archive dives, we've got a sea of puzzles to solve.
Oh man, yeah, we're just gonna have to dedicate full time.
Yeah, it's gonna have to go full time, and
Full
it's
time.
gonna depend on our terrific Patreon supporters to do that.
Yep. So
First, they're gonna have to create a Patreon account on the website.
create it for us.
Yeah, then give us the password.
Yeah.
And then
please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it time for arts section?
Yeah, let's do an
brief art section.
Let's do an art section.
I know that you were thinking that maybe you weren't sure what you were going to share today.
You know what I'm going to share? I made a sort of an audible, and it'll work really nice for our viewers, because I'm going to share a photographer.
Viewers love looking at photographs.
Yeah, but it's going to be harder for me to share it for our listeners. They're just going to have to get
I can help describe. Well,
describe
the images that you present.
Right.
Are you going to airplay it to the Apple TV?
I'm going to airplay it to the Apple TV. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm seeing it now. I'm so excited.
This is a local photographer and friend of us, Elizabeth Bennett. And this is our second year doing our family photos. This is a picture of my family, my wife and daughter.
Is it up? Is it up for viewers to see right now?
It's up as soon as Sam wants to hit it. And shout out to my wife who did the costumes for us, who got our clothing all together. Stacy's got a real nice eyes. I'm wearing light blue slacks and a orange sweater with a bow tie, and she's got this like orange and blue and whatnot.
I like the outfits are well appointed. I think the couch and the drapery are nice.
And if you look close, you've got a new puppy in there.
Yes,
we've got a little tiny Dachshund puppy. You'll see more photos like that. Here's one.
Fun.
So these are photos taken by Liz Bennett. She's so great. She does just
these are session
beautiful
photos.
Yeah. She'll do like a session out with you or in with you, and she just does such a great job. So couple more photos here. This is Stacy's daughter, my stepdaughter, and her good friend. So they got a little garden action there. Beautiful. Here we are on our
staircase photo.
Yeah.
With your pipe in hand.
Yeah, Stacy got me a pipe to have in hand.
So this is a prop pipe.
Prop pipe.
in hand.
Yeah. But it's functioning too.
Oh, good.
You should know.
I can almost see a little smoke coming out of it.
And she's then that was just one that I took right there with Stacy and my holding the pipe. So anyway, I wanted to share that. Liz Bennett, she's just got a real beautiful eye and she's fun to work with. So
I've worked with her before too.
Yeah, and from her.
Yeah, and a great time spending with her, getting photos taken, and she has great ideas to kind of get the setting right. I saw that you had one of your photos reminded me of one of ours, where you had the crossword puzzle on your knee. It looked like.
Oh yeah, that was Stacy's idea as well.
Funny
that I'd be holding the crossword, and I had a crossword to do, so I just sort of read it out, and we were doing the crossword during
in one of our sessions with Liz. I had the crossword puzzle on my knee the whole time,
That's
and it was
cute.
part of the session. Yeah, it's fun.
It's she's all about getting people to like a nice, like honest, kind of authentic moments. She's good at that. Well, what do you got for us today, David?
I've got a television program to recommend.
Oh, good.
This is one of these streaming programs.
Do I have to subscribe to a service?
Mm-hmm. It helps if you are an Amazon Prime member.
And how?
It's an interesting piece of. It's almost one of these things that I'm glad that I didn't know that much about it before watching it. Like it's a really it's a TV show that you're going to start hearing about. I bet
Utopia.
Like people are going to say, "Oh yeah, you got to watch Utopia."
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've not heard that except from Amazon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Amazon wants you to watch it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're promoting it on most platforms.
Okay, so it looks good. I know it has some people that I like to watch.
Yeah.
In it.
It has John Cusack.
Yeah.
And Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
Though not as your it's a big cast of characters, but there's a few that are, I'd say, like the main characters, and those two aren't them.
Okay. They're more supporting.
They're part of a larger supporting
ensemble
cast, but the new the main cast, kind of the heroes of the story, are mostly unknowns to me.
Okay.
They're all new young actors, they're all really good.
Great.
A little bit of a content warning, I would say, is necessary for a show like where you've done this before with things. I do have a hard time saying like, oh, I recommend this to anyone out there who's got eyes,
right?
Because some of the violence in this show is a little disturbing and hard to watch.
Yeah, well, that's how you get to Utopia, right?
Right.
You gotta get there on the backs of a lot of violent images. Is that how that works?
And the other thing that it does is some of what it shows you is actually a little bit tame, but what it makes you think of is gruesome. Kind of you fill in the gaps with your mind in a way where cinema is tricky that way, where it cuts and then you know what just happened.
Right.
But sometimes they show you the gross stuff too, though. It's all but it's all very. At first, I was thinking, a lot of things come across my plate. A lot of things are recommended these days. I'm sure you all have had, a dozen shows recommended to you this week.
Yeah.
And you can't watch
At
everything.
least.
So, and I watch most things these days with a skeptical eye, thinking I'm going to stop watching this after the pilot or whatever, because it's not going to hold my attention, or I'm not even going to watch it. Something like Tiger King, because you can tell when something's going to be a flash in the pan. Like no one talks about Tiger King anymore, and I don't feel like I didn't watch it, and I feel like it came and went in a way that my life is now okay and better because I didn't have to spend the time watching something that I kind of heard about and feel like I got the gist of it anyway. But Utopia isn't that way. I'm glad I'm watching Utopia.
How can you tell so early in, David?
Well, and now I've only seen maybe 3 episodes. And
yeah.
This is a great question. How can you tell? And usually we like to preserve some of our art section pieces or something or recommendations that we've seen.
We want them to be evergreen recommendations, like The Wire. No doubt.
Wire. Oh yeah, the Wire doesn't even need to be. The Wire is just like the touchstone upon which all other content is measured as far as like, is this
It's the
as good as The Wire. you know.
right. As far as TV.
All things that are recorded with cameras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Wire. Yeah,
Anything
HBO's.
that involves wires.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so Utopia. Tell me more.
well, I'm trying to think
You
about
want to?
what I can tell you. It's
Oh, okay.
it's,
What kind of
there's-
genre would you classify it as?
It's dystopian, maybe.
Oh, I like a nice ironic title.
But maybe not. And I guess it remains to be seen. But what we are witnesses to as an audience is a series of very disturbing events. Some of them include. I mean, I'd say a big part of the show is a big part of the plot is pandemic.
Yeah.
And the spread of and the looming risk of spread from, and this show seems like one of those shows that was made. They made it before the pandemic started, so it's almost.
You want to throw the IMDb page or something up on the viewer?
I'm glad you mentioned that. I am going to put it up here for all the viewers. It's good to look at something while we're talking about it.
Yeah, I like looking and talking.
And I've done it. I've done it now. You can't see it.
It'll come.
Actually, is it Apple TV?
I think so. Not the other one.
Not the other one.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've put the image up on the screen. So one of the actors that I do recognize from this show is Sasha Lane. Did you ever watch American Honey, the Shia LaBeouf movie?
Nope.
She was in, I think that was the first thing she was in, but now she's in this movie or this TV show, and she's in it in a way that it seems like maybe, and she has the same hairstyle that she had in the American Honey, which I didn't see, but I saw the poster or the trailer of.
I'll pull it up here. I got it to work.
Oh, you got it. Thank you for getting it to work. There's John Cusack, top billed.
Top number one.
So it's a show that, it deals with conspiracy theory and online fandom and government overreach and corporate overreach. It deals with pandemics, like I said, but it also has this. I remember Game of Thrones.
The Wire. It's
got, it has Sonya Son in it.
Yeah.
Probably that's an important reference. Anytime that an actor, an actor from The Wire is in something else, it needs to be mentioned. Yes.
Bears mentioning.
So, yeah. What was I going to say about the? It's Game of Thrones used to be considered this show. Everyone would describe it, especially when it was first beginning, and maybe even like when people were just talking about the books. But they would talk about the show. They'd say like, "Oh, it's fearless. It'll."
Breaking, it's like
it breaks the rules,
breaks taboos.
Yeah,
maybe.
like the story's going along. You think you have a hero, and then that person just dies.
Right.
And then you're left to kind of reorient yourself to the remaining. You're like, wait, they confirm, and then they confirm that they die. Like, oh, this person's not coming back.
Right.
And this show does that, and it makes your head spin.
Like it happens fast.
Yeah.
And often.
And a lot. It's weird.
Is it almost going to be a bit of a like maybe would you say like the cast is so ensemble that it's almost like a what do you call it? Like high maintenance is a
no, not like that.
Vignettes.
No, it's not that. It's
there
not
are recurring.
That
There are main characters.
Oh yeah. And I'd say like John Cusack is a main, and he's a recurring character, but he's not the heroes of the story.
Who are our heroes?
Our heroes. I don't want to identify anyone.
Oh, that would be a spoiler.
Yeah. But I'll say, well, our heroes are a few kind of. It kind of starts out. It's a group of online fans of a comic book who meet at a convention.
Okay.
And they the other thing that is interesting is whenever I watch something on Amazon Prime, I'm thinking about the platform of Amazon. Marshall McLuhan always talks about the medium is the message.
Oh yeah.
And we're watching this.
I can't get him to stop talking about it.
No, I know, it's like enough.
That's why I stopped inviting him over for dinner.
Well, sometimes he just pops out of behind like a movie poster and
Totally.
and talks your ear off and corrects you.
Yeah.
But he talks about the medium, and on Amazon Prime, I'm always thinking, okay, what's Bezos got ready for me today? You know, what has Bezos cooked up for me to watch today? And Bezos has cooked up a thing that has a character in it that kind of is like a Bezos-y character. I'll say like John Cusack plays like a Bezos-y corporate character.
He's a Bezo type.
He's a Bezo type, yeah, or a Gate type, Gatesy. He's Gates-esque.
Oh, okay.
You could
Jobsian?
Perhaps a little Jobsian,
Okay.
yeah. So it's he does a good job, I think, but I also wonder if
does a good
obviously
jobs.
he does a good job. Obviously, this if you can look it up on IMDb, you can see who wrote this, and maybe those people who wrote this had no intervention from Jeff Bezos. Came into the writer's room. He wasn't saying like, "Oh, make sure you portray people who are like me in
flattering light."
Flattering light,
Yeah,
because people like me.
We love this show. We love to watch our own shit.
Or I want the masses to smile when they think about me and not frown, or something like that.
Yeah, I have a fragile ego.
Yeah.
So wait, you're saying that you don't think that was happening, or you do? You think they were making this Jobsian Bezo type is given a little bit too much like charm?
I think that it's yet to be determined. I'm still watching, and so we don't know the outcome of this series. What I think it'll end somewhere, and it'll have a kind of the final point will kind of insinuate kind of something.
Okay.
Do you remember that movie Antitrust, where Tim Robbins played a Gates-esque?
Yeah, he was a real
character.
Gator.
A Gatorade.
Yeah.
It would be if that movie was made by Microsoft or something like that, and you were like, well,
that's interesting.
So why did you make this movie? Where
you're like he's a Gates type that's willing to do, murders and stuff in order to
achieve the greater good.
Yeah.
The greater good. And there's a fun mantra like that in this show too. Rainn Wilson. It's great stuff. You look at Daniel's panning through some of the imagery here, and you just can't believe it.
That actress, who's she?
What?
Jessica
Rothy.
She looks familiar.
She kind of looks like the actress and the creator of the OA.
Oh, the OA lady.
The OA, on Netflix.
Yeah. Well,
Britt Marling, is that her
Britt
name?
Marling, that's it. Shall we, anything else you want to say on that today, Vid?
I do think that's all I have to say. Later on, I might come back can I actually have one more thing to say? Sam,
please.
Producer Sam, are we okay on time? Yeah. The danger of talking about a show before you've finished it is that I kind of recommended Star Trek Enterprise and this is before I finished it, and I think I should have waited to finish it.
Oh.
It's kind of like if I would say like I would put a note at the bottom, edit.
Is this an asterisk, would you say? Or
I'd say like it's not.
You're not rescinding.
I did. Okay. I just need to say like this show got canceled. It's the only Star Trek to have ever been canceled.
Okay. And now you've finished it, you feel like you can say maybe with reason.
No, actually, I think they maybe were going places, but then it kind of feels like a dud ultimately because they didn't.
They were just going where everyone had gone before.
Where everyone had gone before. Yeah,
Yeah.
They didn't tread new ground. They did tread new ground. I liked the series. I just think that it's an interesting thing what happened to them being abruptly ended. Like all the other series is ended when they thought was. I think I get the impression that all of them had like
a little more resolution in the stories. And
you haven't watched it, but Sam and producer Sam, you have, right?
It's the only one that I have not watched, although I've not watched the entirety of Deep Space Nine or Voyager.
Mm-hmm. And Discovery and Lower Decks.
And probably
those are too new to have in your belts.
Discovery I've been watching. Lower Decks, what's that?
That's an animated comedy about time and space.
But it's done by Star Trek. It's a legit.
It's on CBS All Access. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Picard.
I've seen
watched.
Picard.
Yeah,
okay.
that's good. Fun.
So this one.
So does
okay. I want to visit something about Enterprise. They have they have a lot of good stuff, and it's especially a lot of little Easter eggs for for fans of the show who are waiting for like, it's like people who are watching The Phantom Menace. They're like, learning about how the Force works.
Sure.
And you're like, the Jeffries tubes might have been named after. And every time I heard somebody named Jeffrey, I'm like, is it going to be his tubes? Is this guy the tube?
Were there a lot of different Jeffrieses?
There were 2 different Jeffries, and I don't think they ever really connected with the tube concept.
So maybe that's together that they did them. It's just like Jeffrey 1
the
and
Jeffries
Jeffrey 2.
tubes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I mean, someday someone knows the answer to that question, and it's probably like it's in the knowledge of the people who were in the writers' room.
Do you think that Jeffrey 1 and Jeffrey 2 used to like get together in the tubes?
Here's the weird thing: is one of the Jeffries was the last name, and one of them was the first name.
Oh.
So it was like Jeffrey Smith, and the other one was like George Jeffrey.
Okay.
Or Admiral Jeffries, or something like that.
You could be Jeffrey Jeffries.
You could be, yeah. In fact, funny you mention that because Utopia has a character named Wilson Wilson.
Oh, is it Rainn Wilson?
It's not Rainn Wilson. So here's another thing that I want to say about Star Trek Enterprise.
Okay.
Is there's probably plenty to say, but everything is it's a weird show because they've squeezed it in between the original series, before the original series, and then after we've already seen a glimpse from one of the Enterprise movies or Star Trek movies, Next Generation. We met Cochrane, the guy who designed the warp drive.
Yeah, Oliver Cromwell. No, James Cromwell.
James Cromwell. Thomas Cromwell. Oliver, not Oliver nor Thomas, but James Cromwell. He's the actor who played Cochrane.
Yeah.
And that is canon. And so since that, the Vulcans came down and met him, and he, that began a relationship that started Starfleet, and then you have this Enterprise, these 4 seasons of the Enterprise that happen, and the technology is all a little bit rudimentary. So they, in the Enterprise eventually, and they have a replicator that makes all the food that they eat. And in Voyager, the replicator was broken or something, so they had Neelix, and he was like a local
chef,
the chef, the alien chef.
Yeah.
And in this case, they kind of fill all those roles. They check all the boxes. They have an alien doctor in this one, and then they have the chef in this case is this offstage persona that you never meet. Now, Sam, this is someone I want to talk to. I want to talk to like fans who know about this, because you never meet him, and then you do kind of meet him eventually, because at the very end, in a very slapdash way, like, we're going to cancel the show, finish tie everything up that you were planning on tying up. They're like, okay, we'll tie up this weird
chef
joke we had about a chef, and everybody's like, oh man, the chef, it's like the chef is the guy that listens to everybody's confession. He's like the priest on
sure, yeah.
And people go and the chef really knows my recipe for catfish soup or whatever it is. And finally, at the end of it, you learn that this is a spoiler. You learn that Commander William Riker, number 1 from The Next Generation, played by Jonathan Frakes, he has been playing with time in his own timeline, and like
is he the chef?
And he's been the chef. And there's a few episodes where you see him like making pizza and he's
like
teaching.
He makes pizza in Picard.
Yeah,
when Picard
like
comes and finds him, he's making pizza.
And he's talking about, you got to do it right, or it's gonna not be good crust or whatever. But he's also like milking gossip out of everyone, and he's impacting the timeline.
Oh, is he doing a Midnight Gospel, but of earlier Star Trek adventures? He's like doing
and then he's going into the holodeck, but then he's revisiting these timelines in space, in time really, but also just in the holodeck. He's practicing with these. And then it was one of these things that I was a little distracted from when I was watching it. I was multitasking while I had this running.
Uh-huh.
So I was so confused by the fact that the chef the whole time was that supposed to be Will Riker?
Yeah. So was Frakes involved in the show otherwise, you think?
I don't know. That's a good question. You know, Frakes directs a lot, and I bet I
He's
wouldn't be
directed other
surprised
Star
if he's
Trek
directed. He's directed
stuff.
Star Trek
Movies.
episodes and movies, and then other things too, like Gargoyles episodes too. Probably not. I don't know if he does animation, but he does the voice in Gargoyles. A lot of the cast from Star Trek Next Generation are voice character actors in Gargoyles, the animated program.
Oh. How about
including Marina Sirtis and Michael Dorn heavily. You know, if you that Michael Dorn voice.
Oh yeah, that's a darn good voice.
Oh, darn it.
Well, David, you sure squeezed a lot of content in there. Was your ultimate recommendation then here? You're saying maybe don't watch Enterprise because you just spoiled it all anyway.
It didn't spoil it all. There's a lot to dig through still, and there's interesting relationships. The development of the Vulcan and Earth relationship is important.
Yeah.
And there's some great stuff, but it's also it runs short. You don't get it's an incomplete thing. So,
okay,
listeners, viewers, if you
Friends.
know anything about what is going on, if you can explain, maybe I could just do my own Googling and figure this out. But if you just know the answers and you could give us a great explanation, you could email that to us at crosspodwordcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
You could comment on our YouTube or our Twitch or our Periscope feeds.
Tweet at us. You can
tweet at
Insta
us at xpodwordcast@gmail.com.
Slide into our DMs.
You can slide into our DMs. Daniel is more like Instagram, and I'm more Twitter.
Yeah.
If that means anything to you,
It means we don't have the other logins.
yeah, mainly I'm the one who's going to be tweeting,
Yeah.
and Daniel's going to be Insta-ing.
Yeah.
What else?
No, that's it. More guests coming up. We're going strong. When we get to episode 100, we'll ask
Jesse Thorne,
and
Yeah.
then maybe throw an invite out to
Ken Jennings,
and
Yuval Noah Harari.
Yes.
Anyone else we should put up on the pantheon of like godlike guests if we got them to appear?
Tim Robbins, maybe. Let's get
Tim Robbins, the man we just mentioned.
Yeah, he
'Cause
seems like he'd like to do a podcast about crosswords.
Yeah,
He's a man of words.
yeah. I bet he would sign up for that.
James McWhorter.
Oh, John McWhorter.
John McWhorter. excuse
Oh,
me.
we've mentioned him before. Yeah, the host of Lexicon Valley. John McWhorter, great thinker and professor of linguistics.
I bet Bob Garfield and Brooke Gladstone would both enjoy doing a crossword puzzle.
I think they would too.
Yeah.
Actually, we could watch that one movie, the crossword puzzle movie.
There's a crossword puzzle.
Yeah,
movie?
it was like the documentary that like interviewed Will Schwartz and like interviewed all the famous people who do crossword puzzles, like Jon Stewart and Bill Clinton. And
Let's go ahead and just watch that and invite the whole cast.
that's what I was going to say. Invite the whole
Okay,
cast. The
let's do it.
people who appear in that movie as themselves.
Yeah.
Invite them.
Bill Clinton,
Sure.
Mr. President, join us.
We'll have a lot of questions for him, I think. Maybe he wouldn't let us ask him certain questions.
We'll say, what are your areas of knowledge? We'll see what he gets to.
Was that kind of in an accent, in a Bill Clinton
maybe
accent?
a little bit.
It's hard not to when you mention his name.
He's got a good voice to make fun of.
That seems like the last bit of order of business that
That's
we have.
it. Yeah, it's a good place to stop live streaming.
Right there.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, theme song, outro music.
Bum,